Welcome, everyone, to Meaning Beyond Mastery, where we aim to elevate your mind and help you embody your mission. My name is Maria Mattarelli, and I'm here with Mario Sanchez, and we are going to talk along this topic of how you find fulfillment along the journey, not just once you've reached a particular destination. Mario, great to have you here with us in Bali, Indonesia. Mario, can you tell us a little bit
Thank you.
more about your background?
Well, my background is like anybody else. I born in 77, but I have a operation when I was 5 days old. I was dying from the breast of my mother. I couldn't breathe and I was suffocating. And thanks to that operation, I was alive after 21 days trying to be surviving. And it helps me to understand that the most important thing is that we are healing since the moment we born. We are healing each other since the moment we grow. So the body is such a beautiful tool or temple, as you wanna see it or perceive it, that every time that you grow, you are going into a different kind of level and making a better version of yourself. So thanks to that operation, I get myself this balance, disequilibrate. I was walking like a chaplain. I was walking without a neck. I was very short from my right side, and thanks to that, I have it happens all accidents in my life. Many accidents, including most of the big accidents that I have. It was surfing because I love surfing. I love big waves, and thanks to that, when I was 28, I discovered that whatever happened to your body is always get a better version of yourself all the time, and that's why for me, path of healing is for everyone. We all heal every day, and that's why we are here to share. That is my a little bit about my life.
Oh, thank you for sharing that, Mario. I think that's so beautiful, and to even think about that concept of healing and as a continuous way of being and a way of living, that's something that hasn't been on my radar for many, many years. And I know there's a lot of people out there where, going through life, we think, hey, I need to be successful. I need to do all of these things. I need to get these material possessions, have this level of success that is approved in society. And I feel like too often we're missing that connection with ourselves. We're missing that level where we can really tap into just being calm, at peace, and feeling that resonance of satisfaction in our lives without trying to continuously chase. And so I'm curious if you can share with us today, what are your thoughts on what does meaning beyond mastery mean to you?
Get to discover your body as much as you can. Just discovery. It's like when you're a kid and you are starting developing to put your hands and your knees on top of the floor, and after you start balancing with your feet, and you think that the growth stop when you are already running and when you are already in a bicycle or when you already walk or go up to the stairs and sit and sleep. No, the growing never stops. Beyond mastering is to you to understand that we cannot live in what we need to achieve, but also we cannot control it. We always wanted to achieve something. We want to be the best in this. We want to travel. We want to value what our mind is capable to do to others, especially our father and our mother. Do I'm a good son? Do I get enough? I was better than you. I make more money. I have better job. I have a family already. I have this. I have that. But you don't have the happiness because you forget about your temple. We forget about our machine, our best car. We know everything about watches, cars as a man, games, these rules, soccer, football team, anything. You as a woman, you know everything about hair, beauty, bags, perfume, makeup, this, that, taking care of the house, mother, nutrition. And we know everything about the outside, but we don't get nothing into the inside until we start getting pain, until we start getting stress, emotional, whatever emotional stage, anxiety, depression, or until we get sick. That it means nervous system, diabetes, lupus, atherosclerosis, osteoporosis, that we all as humans, we all have that in the body. Until then, we think that the body is immortal, and we are immortal. But someday it will hit you by an accident, by a breakout, by a pregnancy, by leaving your house, by leaving your company, by leaving your partner, by a death of your grandmother, of your grandfather. And that is what happened to the body 30, 40, 50, 60. And then is when you get that knowledge to come back when we were young, 0 to 3, and we were experimenting our hands, of how to put the hands, how to clean, how to go. But after we know that, we think we mastering, and we didn't mastering shit, because we didn't get beyond that mastering. We didn't get beyond. We just mastering the things we need to go outside our body, to go to work, to make other people's wealthy, to go to slaving, because we are just working like a robots, to go to schools, to go to trophies, to go to be the number one, to go to the ego, to go to be traveling, to know all over the world, but to go inside yourself and explore the divinity of the universe, that the fascia and the emotions are in the body and we all have the same, we don't have that time.
Beautifully said, Mario. I actually have hit that extreme burnout a couple of times in my life, and it never even occurred to me to focus on my health, to focus on myself, to focus on any healing modalities. Like, I didn't even really have those on my radar at all. And so I'm curious, what would you say to someone who is out there in the hustle and the grind on what they could do now that could help them be more proactive in these areas, to go more inward rather than outward?
But before, tell me a little bit about these two things that they come to you like a boom, like a beat or like a lesson. When was it? When was the time? You was 30, you was 35, you was 28. How old you was when you received that advice from the universe, from God, and they tell you it's time to be more aware? When was it?
Yeah, so I would say it was probably around maybe 8 years ago, about 8 years ago. And I noticed that my priorities were all around achievement. And it was wanting to be successful. It was wanting to achieve the things and find fulfillment through that achievement, through feeling valued by other people, so that I could fill whatever void I'd been trying to fill in working so much since I was 15 years old. And it wasn't until I hit my early 30s that I started to burn out.
That is the key.
Yeah.
Early 30s, after the heart chakra growing, 21 to 28, is a destructive consciousness for all the human beings. Because you've been 21 years in the same family, in the same house, smelling the same pillow, going to the same school, and it's time. That's why they put growing up adults when they are 18 to 21, because you want to go and explore and explode and destruct yourself, because you want to try everything, you want to go everywhere, you want to be anybody. And that is the heart chakra growing, and instead of your heart chakra expanding, you close it by destruction. So then the first hit for everybody is between 30 to 35, because that is the first one. The second one is the strongest one, because that, if you don't listen to that one, between 38 and 42, you get sick from 42 to 49. And that is no way back. So to answer that question that you told me, is to get yourself more aware that we are in the era of awakening. We cannot escape that era. We are not longer being in control for a religion, for a capitalism, socialism, family, or your school. You are in control of your own self. You do whatever you feel is right, but try to explore more your body, more your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, the connection with emotions and the thoughts, how they can connect to get away from the same posture. Try to improvise, try every technique in the world, doesn't matter which technique. If I go to dancing, try to dance at least 7 times, 2 3 months, 90 days, and after you see, wow, it was good, but I have this pain. It was good, but after, don't complain after the first time. Don't say that somebody is not helping you, because one time is not enough. Yeah, it's minimum 3 months, 7 times. So when you go to anything, yoga, breathing, running, CrossFit, surfing, sports, cycling, whatever you want to do, massage, anything you want to do or achieve, you can go for at least 3 months, and you go 7 times. And after that, you will see that your mind, and write it down. The first time you will say, it didn't help. I still have the pain. It's shit. I don't want to come back. Come back. Wow, it's 30% less, but it came back after 1 week. Third time, wow, now it's gone. It's been 2 weeks. I don't have it. Wow. Fourth time, oh my God, it's amazing. But don't keep with the same technique. That is very important. Don't keep with the same doctrine. Try different ones. It's like the ice cream. Yeah? There is one advice from my grandfather. If you go for an ice cream shop, never ask all your life for chocolate, because then you're going to become a chocolate and nobody will see you because you're going to be dark. Wow. That means that I have to try pistachio, banana, cheesecake, strawberry, mango, coconut. So the same. You give yourself every 3 months or every 7 months the opportunity to welcome other doctrines, yeah, that you like. Ice bath, jumping, skydiving, going to the mountains, diving, yeah, tantra, meditation, talking to people, contact dance, anything. So you always upgrading, because if you stay with one doctrine as same as you stay with one company all the time or one school, you get exhausted and you get explode after 14 years, because that is the cycle of 7 in the mind.